So I had a pretty interesting dream. I was unable to remember much detail, but there were some unique aspects to it. So I'm gonna give you this dream anyhow. So I started off playing baseball, which is weird because I find baseball pretty boring. And then I clicked into a new environment, and I was a woman. I was about 50 years old, and I was walking through a sterilization system, a very nice looking high tech one, and there was different parts of it, and I was being guided through it because there's other sections that I could walk through that weren't for my virus, because I had a virus of some sort. There was a dude over the intercom system talking to me, like guiding me through the system, and it went through things like the airlock style door system where you go in and you're in this little enclosure, and I went into a little room with nozzles shooting mist on me like chemicals, and then I ended up in a room with a bunch of other women my age with the same illness, and we were all talking about our illness, and I noticed that I had a loose tooth, and I pulled it out and I threw it in the garbage can, and I was like, everybody, I just threw out my tooth, and they didn't really seem too interested. But then I started to spit out my teeth in rapid fire directly into the garbage can, and they all thought that was a bit weird. And then I moved into a clothes room where there was a bunch of clothes that I could pick out, like women's clothes. It was a giant closet. It was very neatly organized. And the guy was still talking to me. He's been talking to me over the intercom the entire time, like guiding me through this unknown process. As soon as I saw the women's clothing, I asked him what the nature of this environment was, because I felt that I was in a simulation, and why I was a woman. I told the guy that I was a 23-year-old dude, not really a woman, and this scenario doesn't make any sense, and he couldn't really figure out what to say. And then I started to phase into a different scenario, because once you figure out the invalidity of an environment, it usually starts to destabilize, at least to this extent. And I woke up, or I partially woke up in a bar, and there's these two English gangsters around me on either side, and they were like, okay mate, all you gotta do is sign here and here and we're done. And I was like, I'm not signing, I don't know what this is. And I felt like I was still kind of in sleep paralysis, like I was having a hard time moving. Then I realized that they were trying to do a money transfer. They were trying to get my information from me, like Inception style, and they weren't unable to because I wouldn't sign the paper, or at least that was part of the process of them incepting me. As soon as I told them that I wasn't going to sign it, they pulled out knives on me. One of them had a knife around my neck, and the other one had a knife like pointing to my kidney. I took the knife around my neck and I shoved it into that one dude, and then I tackled the other guy and I ran out of the bar. And for some reason, one of them was outside of the bar and took my car. I was the first one outside of the bar, but one of them managed to steal my car and drive off with it, which doesn't make any sense. Also doesn't make any sense because I don't drive cars because of my condition, and I don't have a car. And that's all for this dream. See you later.